You're watching KHOU 11 Plus. I'm Jacob Rascone. We have breaking news to tell you about that we've been following all morning long. We're back because it continues and in a big way. We're talking about that 18-wheeler wreck on 290 and West Road. We have Jennifer Reyna in with us. We're going to get to Devon Romming on the scene in just a moment. Jen, what are we looking at?
Jacob, we are looking at Air 11 over the scene of this huge mess. This is Jersey Village, stretching out to Cypress area. You are looking at a lost load of bricks with an 18-wheeler that jackknifed around 8 o'clock this morning. All outbound lanes at West Road are completely shut down. A heavy-duty wrecker is on standby. This was a total of somewhere between 7 and 8 vehicles. Houston Transit listing an 8-vehicle total on their website. But you can see why all of the outbound lanes are shut down. That HOV lane will be shut down for hours to come, and even inbound, only 2 right lanes get through. The feeder road is open, but there's definitely rubbernecking. What we know about injuries: life flight landed, 2 people were transported, so a very unfortunate situation. Earlier this morning, no, we still see it. This vehicle here, the roof is peeled back of that car. The front end has severe damage. Obviously, this whole lost load of bricks incident was probably very scary for these drivers at 8 o'clock this morning, just seeing bricks fly across the highway. So what an incredible scene. The 18-wheeler still jackknife at this hour, blocking all of the outbound lanes and also the HOV lane. So the only thing getting through was inbound right lanes, and then feeder roads are accessible. So what you can do in the meantime, if you have plans to be between Jersey Village and Cypress on either side of 290, I'm going to recommend side streets like Spencer or Fallbrook or West Road. You could even take Highway 6 down to I-10, but right now everything is so clogged in that area. As you can imagine, bumper to bumper conditions. We don't see bricks scattered every day, so there's definitely going to be rubbernecking delays that pursue throughout this cleanup process. So it's going to take hours. We don't really have a great estimate. Jacob, as you can imagine, officials are on the scene doing what they need to do. So we should check in with Devon to see what he's heard, but it's really hard for officials to say exactly when the road will reopen. It's usually, quote unquote, several hours from now. Right. They haven't even picked up, it doesn't look like, any of the bricks. Devon is there live on the scene. Devon, what are you seeing? What's the delay like? And it looks like that 18-wheeler is just right over your shoulder.
That's right, Jacob. Jen described it best. A huge mess out here, and it has been now for more than 2 hours. You can see behind me just what we're seeing from the ground level here, giving you a view from just right in front of that 18-wheeler that is jackknife over the barrier there, going back into the HOV lane. As Jen mentioned, traffic on both sides of 290 right now at a standstill. But the good news is that they have reworked it where they have cars that are exiting from the freeway on US 290, and they're coming out, being rerouted here to the feeder road to help traffic keep flowing. But just to give you a little view of what we're seeing from where we are, just off of 290, you can see that car that Jen mentioned there off in the distance where that roof has been peeled back. We're told that that's where someone had to be lifted in the helicopter and taken away for emergency services that was involved in this accident this morning. And then once this 18-wheeler clears out, you can see just the impact that this accident had. You can see that there's a woman here still in her car all these hours later that ran into the barrier here facing in our direction. We tried to speak with her moments ago, but as you can imagine, she's understandably still shaken at what happened. We were trying to find out exactly what happened here, but she was still shaken and didn't want to speak with us. But if you look further down, you can see what I was talking about when I was explaining how they are rerouting the traffic from 290 onto the feeder road here. And you can see, I don't know if you can see just how far, but traffic is backed up for miles still on 290 because you have the traffic that they're trying to reroute onto the feeder road from 290, but then you also have the traffic that was on the feeder road to begin with traveling, I believe, heading west here. So just a lot of congestion, a big mess here this morning. Of course, we're going to continue to stay out here and monitor exactly what's unfolding. Maybe see if we can talk to some of the folks who were involved here. But again, a lot of them are still visibly shaken up from what happened here as they try to get this cleaned up, get 290 back open, and get that 18-wheeler off the road here and clear this area. For now, reporting live in Northwest Harris County, Devon Roming, KHOU 11 News.
Okay, our good look from the ground, and Devon bringing up a few things that we're all wondering about, like how did this accident happen in the first place? We know that there are all of those cars. Is everybody injured from those cars? Jen, what do we know about the drive time in and any of the other details about all those involved?
Yeah, well, at one point this morning, it was 90 minutes for anybody leaving Cypress to get into 610. So it was terrible on the drive time. What I can tell you is that those two that were transported via life flight will be in very serious condition, and we'll keep you updated on that, but they don't usually call life flight to a scene. So we know it was just terrifying for your morning drive to be in this sort of position. And HOV lane afternoon commuters, we'll have to check back in and check our social media accounts and check our newscasts, because will they be able to take the carpool lane outbound later this afternoon, because the carpool lane is completely shut down with this huge mess. You can imagine the number of Harris County officials and fire department that are on scene. You can see dump trucks that are on standby, because they will have some of those smaller bulldozer type of trucks be picking the items up and getting them back on the trucks that can haul those bricks away. But this lost load of bricks is just a huge cleanup process. Heavy duty wreckers are on standby, and obviously rubbernecking will be in full effect. I just wanted to see that Air 11 shot to see if there was anything new that I could tell you about. I know that traffic is backed up for at least 3 miles in either direction. Like I said, feeder road is open, and as they pan around, we'll go to our ground shot here and continue to show you what the drive time is inbound right now. So 49 minutes, which is really heavy for 10:06 in the morning. It's this stretch between Cypress and Jersey Village to avoid, again, alternate routes, in case you're wondering. Side streets like West Road, Fallbrook, Spencer. I just checked them on Google Maps and they weren't too bad. I mean, maybe during peak time hours earlier, but certainly it's doable to get in this area using side streets. You'll just want to light up a GPS. You can use Highway 6 and go back and forth between I-10 and 290, but the stretch basically from Huffmeister all the way to, let's say, Gessner in either direction of 290 is going to be at a crawl, as there are continual rubbernecking delays. I'll keep you posted, Jacob and audience, on social media with anything that I know as far as injuries, current drive times, alternate routes. I did post everything on X account, IG, and on Facebook.
Okay, thank you, Jen, and thank you, Devon. Why don't we end with a shot from Air 11 as we say good. Oh, they're taking off. Okay, so they're taking off. We're saying goodbye. This has happened almost 2 hours ago. The backup went from 90 minutes to now 50 minutes, so it is getting slightly better, but still outbound lanes, as you can tell, are all blocked. They have to remove the 18-wheeler. They have to fix the HOV lane. They have to pick up all the bricks. They have to do the investigation. They have to remove all of the other cars, and we're still waiting to hear how many people are injured and how seriously, although we know at least one or more are very seriously injured, with life flight arriving earlier. I'm Jacob Brascone. You're watching KHOU 11+. Thank you for watching.